Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, so today I want to talk about why I don't get angry on the road. Alright, so I've been driving a long time now. I've had my license for more than 15 years, I believe. More than 15 years. There's definitely a lot of idiot drivers around. And it would definitely piss one off a lot if you let it. And that's kind of the thing. I just don't let it. I realize there's no point getting angry at the things that other people do because they're going to do it regardless of whether you like it or not. So why let yourself get angry over things that are going to just happen? You know, it's your day to day. You know, if you work on the road, even if you don't work, even if you just like drive casually, or you drive to work, or you drive to wherever on a casual thing, and then you're going to see stupid people do stupid things. Let's be honest, you might be one of those stupid people doing stupid things. I know I've been one of those stupid people doing stupid things from time to time. I ain't trying to be perfect here. Well, I'm trying to say I'm perfect, I should say. And there's been times where I've gotten angry at people, and I've been petty at times, but for the most part, I do believe that I generally try to, stay calm, and it just is what it is, and that's a big part of it, just understanding that people are going to do what people are going to do. And for somebody like myself who spends a lot of time on the road, if you let yourself get angry over every single one of them, you're going to spend a lot of time being angry. And one thing I've believed for a while, since I've heard it being said, since a friend of mine told me this a long time ago, I believed it since she told me this: you get good at what you practice. Practice makes improvement, is what she said. Practice makes improvement. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes improvement. So if you spend a lot of time being angry, just practicing being angry, you're going to get better at being angry over silly things that you just can't control. And no matter what that is, what occasion that is, that transpires into other parts of your life. So the more time you spend practicing getting angry over stupid things that you just can't control, you're just going to get better at being angry over stupid things you can't control. And that's not the life I'm trying to live. That's just not the life I'm trying to live. So yeah, I ain't trying to say I'm perfect. I know I've definitely done a few stupid things myself. But yeah, I do believe that just trying to understand that people are going to do what people are going to do. And to be honest, I feel like there's a point where you just expect people to do stupid things. If you do it long enough, if you drive in for long enough, you just kind of expect people to do stupid things. You expect that at some point during your day, somebody's going to do something stupid, maybe even dangerous. Somebody's going to do something stupid or dangerous. It's going to happen. You just expect it. And I think, like, if you're starting your day thinking to yourself, everything is going to go my way today, like, you're deluding yourself. Why do that? It's not going to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, you're just going to be mad. So expect it, In fact, another thing that I was told once years ago when I was in school by a fellow student at the time was, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So you can hope that things can go your way, but you better be prepared that they won't, You better be preparing that they won't, because they almost certainly won't. And as it relates to driving, but if you've driven anywhere in London, or probably just anywhere in the world, you know that somebody is going to do something stupid. So prepare for that. Prepare yourself for that. Why allow yourself to get angry and start shouting and swearing and smacking your horn and all that sort of stuff? For what? For something that you know is going to happen? For something that you see every day? Why do that? It's like, there's a point where this is on you now. Like, if you've seen this happen, if you've seen people do stupid things and you're still getting angry about it, I'm not saying it makes it okay for them to do it, but if you're still getting angry at it, that's on you. That's on you, because you haven't allowed yourself to grow past that. It's like if you put your hand in a fire and it burns you, right? The first time you do it, maybe you didn't know. Maybe somehow you just didn't know that putting your hand in a fire is going to burn you. The first time it happens, right? The second time, that's on you. That's on you. And another thing that I think about as well is, like, when people that smack their horns at people at traffic lights, or smack their horns at people who slowed down on the road or stopped on the road, or things like that. I don't do that either. Like, I very rarely use my horn. Very, very rarely. In fact, I could probably count the number of times I've used my horn on one hand. Like, literally, in the 2 years I've been driving, I could probably, maybe two hands actually, two hands. But the point is, like, I very, very rarely use my horn. In the years that I've been driving, whether casually or professionally, I very, very rarely use my horn. And one of the things I think about, more so now than before, is that you just don't know what's going on with people, right? If you see somebody slowing down on the road or stopping on the road, you have no idea why they're doing that. Like, it could be that they see something that you don't see. Like, maybe there's a log somewhere on the road, maybe something's fallen, or there's an obstacle, you know what I mean? Like, they might be seeing something that you don't see, which means they have to slow down or stop entirely. Or there could be just something going on inside that person's car that means they need to slow down. Maybe something's happened. You just don't know what's happened. And using your horn like that, whatever's going on, isn't going to help. Right. So, I'd much rather get out my car and say, are you okay? You know, and the reason for that, one of the things I think about is, like, if you just come to somebody and you start smacking their horn, you like I say, you don't know what's going on. And one of the things that I think about is, like, imagine being that guy who stopped behind somebody, starts smacking their horn, shouting, move, you're this, you're that, calling them all kinds of names. And it turned out that person died. I mean, like, it turns out that person just died and they were in their car and that's why they were stopped, because they were dead. And you were just behind them smacking their horns. Like, how goofy do you look? I mean, granted, it's like, yeah, you wouldn't know that they died. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, how goofy do you look smacking your horn at somebody that turns out they died? Like, or it was a case where they were having a medical emergency and they just needed something to call an ambulance. And had you got out your car and checked, you could have called an ambulance, but instead you sat in your car and started smacking your horn, shouting. And because you started shouting instead of checking on them, they just died. So, like, to me, it's just like, yes, I get it. That's a unlikely scenario. But it is something I think about, that why smack your horn at somebody when you have no idea what is going on with them? Yeah, to me, it's just like, stay calm and think about the situation in a logical manner, because one way or the other, getting angry is not going to help you, or it's not going to help the situation, because you're still going to be behind somebody. You're just going to be angry now. And that's the only thing. Now you're having a bad day, or now your day is a little bit worse off over something that happens all the time. Somebody slowed down, or somebody did something you didn't like, or somebody drove in a way that was a bit stupid. It's like, it's going to happen. You've seen it happen and you're still getting angry. Nah, that's on you. That's on you. Anyway, peace.